Morning and welcome to Travels with the Russells, and here we are today in Paphos, our second home, our home from home. And today I'm guessing it's going to be kind of a bit of a moan and a gripe, so I probably wouldn't watch if I were you. I'm going to show you around and show you some of the wonderful sights that you've got to look forward to. By the way, it's the middle of June, so it's kind of getting for the height of summer here in Paphos. And of course, just to make sure that everything is welcoming for the tourists, all we have, for instance, this is Lighthouse Beach. We thought we'd come for a quiet walk down to Lighthouse Beach, and here we have Lighthouse Beach in all its glory, now all being dug up. I don't know, this could be a car park, the building. There is shuttering going up, so that means they will be laying concrete. I just don't know what they're doing here. It used to be a car park for the beach, shuttering everywhere. One thing that happens in Cyprus is that in August all construction comes to a standstill because of the heat, so this certainly won't be finished this year. It does look like it's only recently been started. From what you can see, it looks fairly new. There's been no concrete laid, they're just whacking shuttering in. So your guess is as good as mine. Welcome to Cyprus. Lovely. So, how to help someone's business? Well, first of all, you start construction right around where their business is. Of course, they could do this in winter. And the winters in Cyprus are not like winters in the UK, but I don't know. So if you want a nice, quiet, relaxing afternoon on the beach, with banging and clattering, and if you actually look on the beach, there's nobody there. It's empty. There are a few people sat around having coffees, but with all the banging and clattering going on, it's not going to be a relaxing afternoon on the beach. God knows. Let's see what else. Let's go have a look at the harbour. So if you'd like to come with me, we'll see how the harbour's doing. Whether it's worth your time to actually come down to the harbour or not, I don't know. So we're going to find out together. Normally, I'd say, oh, the harbour is lovely. But unfortunately in Cyprus, you never know what they're going to dig up next. Oh, we are on a footpath, but somebody's going to run us over. Wonderful. It does. So here we come, a lovely walk along Lighthouse Beach, one of my favourite walks. Get a couple hundred metres away and there we go. Blocked off, can't walk it. Now of course what you have is a coastal path. This coastal path is supposed to stretch from Skipu Beach all the way to Coral Bay, that you should be able to walk on this for miles and miles, and they got millions of euros in EU money, and it took them about 2.5-3 years to construct this path with some old stuff they found laying about. That wasn't so long ago. It might be 8 or 10 years ago that they finished this, and now clearly they're digging it all back up.
Knows what they're doing. It's all
You can't walk anywhere, so wonderful. And as we can see, middle of June, beach is empty, half a dozen people, if that. Of course you can't blame them, banging, clattering, messing about. So my walk to the harbour is going to have to be an alternative route through the town. I know, I'm moany old git, but there's never strategic planning in Cyprus. They never go, well, this is the tourist season, so let's start this work. We'll start in November when there's very few tourists, work through to March and get it to a stage where we can reopen it and leave it for the summer for the tourists, and then recommence again in November. No, they'll carry on. The other problem they have is what I call half-finished jobs. They start a job and it takes them years to finish a job. By the time it's finished, it looks like it's been there for bloody years, possibly covered in graffiti and crap, and it needs redoing because of the general poor quality of everything they actually do build. Anyway, I'm going to stop moaning. There'll be loads of haters on this. I'm going to get loads of comments of people going, oh, you're moaning sad, and oh, things have got to develop. And you go, yeah, I agree, they do. And I like things to develop. I like things to be nice. I want things to be nice. But what I want is an economy which is entirely dependent on one thing. Tourism. Don't have anything else. A few olives, bit of wine, a few beers. Selling a few kilos at Tesco's is not going to keep the economy of Cyprus going. So tourism is our number one industry. Ask anyone in business. In your busiest time of year, I think we should shut for 6 months just to make sure that none of our customers can actually utilise what they've paid for. It will be better in the future. That's if anybody ever comes back.
That's the problem, yeah.
They'll have to start remarketing and everything in. Because people come, if I'd come and spent thousands of pounds on my family holiday, do I want to come down to the beach like this? Anyway, let's go look at the harbour, see if I've got anything to piss and moan about there. Because probably, I love moaning. I think I'm going to recall the channel.
Travels with the moaner.
Yeah, the moaning old git.
Grumpy sod.
So we've walked down to Paphos Harbour and, well, God knows what they're going to do. Well, more digging. Probably stay like that, all this junk, for about 5 years. Over there, where the buses are, is the new bus station. Now, if you've been to Paphos before, down at the harbour, there was a beautiful, modern, new bus station, and it was just there, not where all this pipes and crap is. Just over there where there's a car park now, there was a lovely bus station, purpose built with shelters and everything.
Inquiry desk, ticket services.
And for whatever reason they decided it needed pulling down.
But Mayor didn't like it, did he?
I don't know who didn't like it, but somebody had it pulled down, and that's the new facility you've got. Parking on rubble. This, God knows. Okay, let's carry on seeing what's Paphos like. Do I work for the tourist board? What do you think? I love Paphos. 20 years. It's never changed. Always been a bloody building site, but now it's worse than ever. And yeah, this is all brand new, but by the time this is finished, this will all be knackered.
It's like it is already. Bits
Starting to crack up, chunks coming out of it. Always the same. So no through road there. Building works, digging the roads up, lovely flowers. So what was the old bus station has now just been turned into a car park. Now, the thing is, there's a huge car park down here anyway. Flowers on the roundabout, lovely. If the rest of it was nice. Oh, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming to stay at the Basilica Holiday Apartments, this is exactly outside your front door. Or if you're staying, is it Damon down at the bottom there?
Yeah.
Damon Hotel, this is outside your front door. This is one row back from the harbour. In fact, I'll walk you live through it. Papa Antonia's is an amazing supermarket here. It's like the Tesco's Asda of Cyprus.
Good one, yeah.
And this is the main tourist one, and as you can see, access to it parking, everything impossible. Roads dug up. And you think, oh well, things do need doing, but you go, wait a minute, I've been here for 20 years. This was done again about 10 years ago. It was all dug up, and it was like this for about 2 years, and then they finished it, left it all in a mess, you know. This is new, by the way. Well, new 10 years ago, and then doing it all again. Just probably didn't do it right in the first time, or he used coughed up some more money. And I'll show you now a live walkthrough to how close it is to the harbour front. I don't know how the shops survive. You go, oh well, they'll get compensation from the government. Ah, this is Cyprus. There won't be no compensation for nobody. Oh, more apartments. Beautiful. This is more like Paphos is more like downtown Lagos. Make the refugees feel at home. So you can see we're going through the tourist shops here. Now 2 or 3 years ago all these shops were booming and busy, and possibly a mixture of COVID and all sorts of things have forced a lot of shops to shut down. But that's not the point. The point is, there's the seafront. That building site I've just shown you is second line onto the main harbour road. So let's go have a look at the harbour itself, see if that's better. See if the main beautiful tourist hotspot of the harbour. Let's have a look. Do you think I'm being sarcastic? Well, I honestly don't know what they're doing at the harbour. I have no idea. So let's go look. So Paphos Harbour. So far, so good. As lovely as ever. That beautiful clear water. It looks like there's going to be a concert or something around the fort, around the castle there. Yeah, they do have summer concerts, so they're probably just putting the scaffolding for that. New high-rise building in the background, not a fan, but no. You know, that's fair enough. If they're going to build high-rise, let them build them second, third line back. So let's actually proceed down to the harbour, see what that's like. Fingers crossed. Maybe we'll find out, if you've watched any of my other videos, we'll find out what the rusty boxes, the packing containers are for. Again, I got rather a few comments that I had to delete off that. People having a go at me, saying, "Oh, they're going to be a Starbucks, or they're going to be a Costa Coffee, or an ice cream parlour." And I went, "Well, they're going to be rusty lumps of metal stuck in the harbour, but we'll see. Maybe they're right and I was wrong." This has got to be a year ago. Yep, it's a year ago that I said, let's see what they do with these. Well, yeah, let's go find out. It's exciting. That's making me laugh. Accessibility, you can't get anywhere for roadworks. Sustainability, oh my god. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Day trip boats. There's a lot of them will be out at the moment, all very similar, wave dancer, etc. So, what happened since last time we were here is that all the fronts of all these restaurants and cafes and little facilities on here were ripped down. The mayor decided that they weren't suitable, so they've now had these steel structures built, which is not a bad thing. It unifies it all, there's no difference, so far so good. all looks quite nice, quite good. But I can see something coming up, which I said over a year ago. What is it? As I say, people had countless goes at me, telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. I said they were just rusting steel boxes that'll be there for years, nobody will ever use them. What the hell was the point of them? They're an eyesore right in front of the beautiful buildings. So the buildings are still there. Oh, and so are the rusting boxes. Oh, absolutely glorious, beautiful. This is what you want on the harbour. This is development. It's been here bloody years. Absolute rusting lumps. Absolutely ridiculous. So I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. No actual strategic plan. Just, oh, let's spend tens of thousands putting up some rusty boxes and then just leave them. Brilliant.
See where that big boat is?
Say it again.
3-story boat.
The mayor loves rust. It's what?
How could anybody possibly think that this is anyway nice?
Well,
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
it is. Disgrace. Okay. The harbour, well, mayor can't do too much damage to the actual sea. Sure he tries. Oh, I can see more. Regardless to the stand for the concerts, which they kind of have every summer. They have pop concerts and cultural events. But it looks like the amphitheatre seating area that again has been there. I remember it being built maybe 15 years ago. Everybody used to go sit on it and look out to sea. It's gone. So we're still at the harbour, and as I was saying, this is, I don't know what they're proposing will be built. I don't know. Looks nice, I suppose, a little church on it. They'll pretend it's been up there for several hundred years.
But why? I don't get why.
The amphitheatre seating area was nice. Kids used to love it, everybody used to love it. Is it still there behind? Yeah. No? Oh, there's bits of it left. Bits of it left. So,
Certainly kids won't be able to come and paddle anymore.
no. Oh well, that's progress for you. And there you go. A completed project, the fort at Paphos. So, there we go. That's my moany video about Paphos. What a dump. Harbour's lovely, rest of it. If you're staying in a 4 or 5-star hotel here, then you're going to have a lovely time. You're going to just go on the beach in front of your hotel or in the water park that's built into your hotel. If you're thinking of venturing out, the harbour's okay, but still got a lot of work to do. Watch out for the roadworks, they're very frustrating. It'll be nice when it's done. Been saying that for 20 years. Watch out for our next vlog coming up, which will be our review of Bar Street, a 2023 update of the infamous, is that the right word? Of Bar Street. I'm hoping that things have developed, but again, let's see. We'll find out. So, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.